Take a picture.
Sure.
I don't know. Was it
Aye.
Jason? Mike?
Here.
Sue?
Yeah.
Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Special guest, Ron Lakener, to discuss bid for lead service line replacement.
Hi everybody, I'm Ron Lakener with Chastain and Associates, the engineers on the lead service line project. So this is, you probably know, the state has mandated replacing all lead service lines within a certain period of time. The village has, I want to say, around 225 lead service lines. We based on an estimate we put together a bid set of plans for 188 services to try to keep it under the amount of money that was approved for this project by the state and reserved. So the state has $2.8 million potential reserved funding, and they have forgiveness. Kincaid qualifies for 100% forgiveness of a loan up to that $2.8 million, which would include engineering and the construction costs and contingency. So I put together a letter for you, and I dropped a copy on everybody's desk, and also a bid tabulation which shows we received 5 bids. So sometimes we only receive 1 bid or 2, so we were pretty happy to get 5 bids. They were spread out quite a bit. So we received those bids on April 22. We opened them here in the village hall, and the low bidder was American Environmental Waste Company with a total bid of $1,607,155. They were responsive to the requirements in the bid documents, and included documentation that they have experienced manpower and financial capacity to complete the work. It's our recommendation that American Environmental Waste be considered responsive to the bid, and their bid be accepted in the amount of $1,607,155. So I give a breakdown towards the bottom of the first page of the letter, which shows how the loan numbers would be totaled. The total base bid is $1.607 million. Then I show 3% contingency, which is what EPA, Illinois EPA will allow. That's adds $48,214.65 to the potential, to the eligible loan amount. Engineering design is shown as $140,000, and then construction engineering to provide a guy here during construction. We figured up to 30 weeks. We came up with $230,000. So the total project cost or loan amount would be $225,369.65. Kincaid qualifies for 100% forgiveness of that loan amount due to the median household income. So total loan amount would be, as long as we don't exceed the 3% contingency, which we should be able to manage, then the total loan amount would be, net loan amount would be zero, so you wouldn't have any payments. We always point out that until you actually get a loan contract from EPA, of course, none of that is really guaranteed. What we're asking for tonight is to approve the bids, the low bid, and then issue a notice of intent to award. What that means is you'd be giving a notice of intent to the low bidder that you accept their bid in the amount of $1,607,155, and you intend to sign a contract with them for the work contingent upon getting the financing that we've been discussing. Anybody have any questions on that? So also tonight, we did not have, in our engineering contract, we did not have the construction phase services to provide on-site observation and processing the loan paperwork. So that's the amount here that's shown as construction engineering, $230,000. We would charge that as just time and material. So if we don't spend that much time on it, you won't get charged that much. Either way, that is, it qualifies for forgiveness along with the construction cost. Does anybody have any questions? This gentleman here is with the contractor. I think you wanted to introduce yourself tonight.
Yep, so my name's Ron Helm. I'm actually the president owner of American Environmental Waste Company. We're just a small plumbing excavation operation. We have about 10 to 15 employees depending upon workload, and we'd be happy to do some work for you guys.
Okay. What was your first name again, sir?
Ron.
Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
Okay. There'd be two things to vote on.
Yeah. I guess we can go ahead and vote on it now.
No, can't vote on a special meeting.
Okay. All right, committee meeting, discuss village-wide garage sale.
I believe that this group, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought like last year during maybe the summertime, we had already kind of set up that we were going to the first week of June and the last week of September. I thought we talked about that. Did we not?
Yeah.
So, in other words, the citywide garage sale, if everybody's okay with it, we'll continue to keep it the first week of June. If anybody, I mean, I thought we did. I
We
know
talked about it.
Yeah.
We did, but.
Well, no, no.
Stephanie not getting these. so-
Right, yep.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's fine, it's the same, so we'll keep it that way.
Okay. And I was just throwing it out there too, that's kind of made me thinking that I might be, a weekend to open the kitchen. You know, there's a lot of traffic early in the morning, I could help do that, but first weekend in June.
Okay.
And then, Jamie's not here, but people are gonna wanna get in contact with the village secretary to say, hey, I'm the one that's gonna be participating. So we need to make sure we follow through with that on our page. But that's it, thank you, Mr. Mayor, thank you, everybody.
Visitors, a person shall be permitted the opportunity to address officials under the staff rules established by the village of Kincaid, 3 minutes. Anybody got any questions? Witness.
I seen where you guys are gonna have a special meeting tonight and appoint a new trustee. And I'm hoping that you guys are gonna go off the list, because if you're not, I believe that you're wrong. And Sue, I hope that whenever you do vote, you think, because if you was on that list, I'd be up here saying the same thing. And I also know that if the mayor appoints somebody, or that the board can take up to 30 days to decide and maybe get ideas and ask the people in town what they think is right. Thank you.
Anybody else? Any questions?
Do you know when the ordinance book is gonna be online? Do you guys have a projected date?
I don't think so.
The last time.
Because it was all approved,
Jamie
right?
was here, well, I want to say she mentioned that they were going to provide us with, or it might have been Gary, that they were going to give us a thumb drive that.
Oh, you guys don't have that yet.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, we haven't got it yet, I don't think.
But we had everything approved, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
we did all that part with the intention that everything's going to be uploaded, we're going to, but Jamie's the one that's probably, I don't think anything's been turned over. I'd be surprised.
So right now, is there a book that I can come and check out and then take home with me and bring
You
it
can have
back
this
like the next
Yeah,
day?
You can have mine, you can have this one.
Okay.
You have it right now.
Cool.
Yeah. You're very, very
I'll
welcome.
get back to you, probably Wednesday.
Okay.
Steve?
I was just gonna say, I agree with her as far as the new trustee. It should go in the way they voted, because that's how the people voted, and that's the way it should stand. Actually, what should happen, if he would have resigned before that, we could have elected 4 people, and I feel like we should act like that. We're elected 4 people with the election. Just my thoughts. Thanks.
Thank you, Steve.
Anybody else? Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, I just want to put out there that I've already reached out to some of the new board members, and I've already talked to Tony. Tony's been out to the lake with me. If anybody, old board members or new board members or citizens of the community want to come out to the lake, I can get with you and I can show you exactly what the city has done and exactly what the residents out there have done. And I explain to you what money goes where, and so I'm willing to do that. I just want to make that available for everybody.
Thank you.
I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna rest it over. Matter of fact, we're gonna be doing a committee before too long in the Parks and Lakes. Whoever's in that Parks and Lakes will be a chair, needs to follow suit with that. But I'd like to be on that committee, Tony, please. Parks and Lakes and Finance and Phone. Thank you, Gary.
Anybody else got any questions? All right. Motion to go into closed session? We ain't got no closed session, do we? No, okay. Motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Kip,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Sue, Mike.
Yes.
Okay, this is a special meeting, roll call.
Yes.
John. Roll call. Kip, Jason,
Yes.
Sue, Mike.
Yes. Here.
Okay, need approval of low bid for lead service line replacement.
I make a motion that we approve the low bid for the lead service line replacement project.
We got two things.
Can we do them both at the same time? Is that okay?
I'm sure.
We'll do them one at a time.
Oh, one at a time? Okay. Replacement project, issuance of a notice of intent to award to the contractor. That's a lead service line replacement for the gentleman that's here tonight. That's my motion. That's second.
Kip,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll do the approval of the engineer contract amendment to add construction phase engineering services to the scope.
Yes.
Motion.
I'll say.
Second, third.
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay. Accept Gary Warren and Mark Wolf's resignation. Need a motion?
I make a motion to accept it.
Second.
Kip,
I'm going to abstain. I feel like we should have had a discussion. All that that man has done for this village, just to let him go, Gary too. I abstain.
Jason,
Yeah.
Sue,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay, appointed trustee. Now, that's my decision that I make, and I am going to appoint Debbie Watson Friesen.
That's you, right? No, it's not, not you.
No, she don't have to be here to be appointed. She does not, does she? Nope, she does not have to.
Because that lady brought it up earlier.
That's right.
30 days for somebody,
Yep, so I just need a motion.
if you want.
Make a motion.
So the problem we can't discuss it yet. No motion.
You can discuss
We,
it.
You can discuss it.
Yeah, if you want.
this administration does not need to be the one that votes in. And listen, I've got absolutely nothing wrong at all. I don't want this to think that I have something wrong with Debbie. I don't, from what I've heard, I think she would do a great job. But this administration should not vote in a trustee that's gonna be on this seat for the next 2 years and then have half of the people in this room that are voting be gone next week. So I'm abstaining from that for that reason. This administration here does not need to appoint a new trustee. And in 2 weeks, we would still be within that parameters because we just now accepted the resignation. So that's my discussion. This board should not do it. Think about it, people. The village, if you poll the village right now and ask them, well, should we appoint somebody, this board, there's only gonna be 3 of us here at the next meeting. No. And I don't have anything wrong with the girl. I don't. I don't think we should do it. When it comes to me, I'm not supporting it, I'm abstaining. That's my discussion. And I don't know if we have a quorum.
We don't have a second yet.
We don't have a second, we gotta have a second first.
I would like to ask the attorney, is there any precedence on this or anything that we should be looking to as to how to
So
approach this?
he's got to appoint somebody within 60 days of the resignation.
Accepted resignation or turned in resignation?
Turned in resignation.
He's already
60?
turned it down.
60.
60 days from the date that the resignation is signed.
When they turn them in?
April the 2nd, day
April
after
2nd.
election.
So then the mayor has 60 days to make an appointment. He has done that tonight. That appointment is up for discussion
approval, and depending on if it's approved or denied, okay, and that, after the appointment, which is tonight, there's a 30-day window, like that young lady said earlier, she's completely correct. Okay, within that 30-day window, an objection needs to be made or a vote needs to be held. Well, it sounds like we're having that tonight. And then if that appointment is turned down, a second appointment is made. Same process occurs. If that doesn't work, doesn't matter what the trustees say, the mayor still has to make the appointment. And I understand all of the discussions we've had in the past about who should be on that list and all of that. I understand that, but that's not how the statute is written.
No.
Tony, you're coming in a couple of weeks. Do you have an opinion?
Yeah, I have to approve.
I'll keep you, no, until I come in, I'm not gonna make a comment. Excuse me, till I'm officially in, I won't make a comment on it.
It just doesn't make sense to me to have people that we would have to vote, and the people that are voting come next week is their last meeting. And then that trustee spends the next 2 years with us. That just doesn't sit right. Ask them, they're right there, ask them.
I'm asking you guys.
Don't you care how the people of
So we
Kincaid
can't
voted?
talk?
Yes, well, I'm not saying that, what I'm saying is that.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Nobody said that to you.
We can get other.
Nobody said
It's not,
that.
this isn't a public comment section, this is trustees, mayor section.
Steve?
No.
Jason, you got anything?
I don't know. Is there so much time that goes by that if we don't get a second, we just move on, or how's this work? Mr. Attorney?
Yeah, I mean, if there's no second, then, you know, the quote unquote motion doesn't go.
Do we need to adjourn then?
That'd be up to me.
However long you want to sit around and wait, like I said,
Do you have anything to say there, Sue?
Well, no, I'm really torn because I understand what Kip is saying, and we're all kind of sitting here as lame duck anyway. Personally, I tend to think that the choice should go with the new mayor, because they're the one that's going to be working with him for the next couple of years. And it should be somebody that they feel would be, you know, a good addition to the board. And I don't know, it's a sticky wicket. It's like sitting on the top of a picket fence.
That'd be up to you guys.
I mean, we need to do it, but the new administration needs to do it. That's all I have to say. And then if he decides to go in order, we have to approve it anyway, so it wouldn't be left just up to Tony, but at least that decision means that we're gonna be working with this person, like I said, for the next 2 years, and it's the administration that's gonna be sitting here next week. That's the ones that should make that choice.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn. I make a motion, we adjourn.
I don't know, are we done talking about it?
Well, I don't know, I mean.
put it on the next meeting's agenda too, because again, you're within your time frame.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has to be done within a certain time frame. We're within that time frame.
Can we table it?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
till the next meeting,
You don't have to
be on there.
take, you don't have to take action on it, but the mayor asked me,
Tony,
can
would
you do
you
this?
have somebody in mind that you can think about at the next meeting?
But Tony is gonna be appointed by me, so it's whenever I appoint him.
It'll be up for-
He'll be up with me until, because I'll be the mayor still, April, until he gets appointed,
But is that not the first order of business?
No.
No, you have old business first,
Correct.
which he will handle.
Mhm.
Then the new business will come in and everybody will be sworn in, and they will deal with the new business that's on the agenda.
Yep, yep.
So they're in the old
This will
business.
be old business, what we're talking about now.
Yep.
Okay, and at that point in time, we still haven't, we would have this same group of people, correct?
Yes.
We won't have new
Danny
trustees
might show
in,
up.
correct?
No, Danny might show up then, I don't know.
Yeah.
I make a motion, we table to appoint a new trustee till the next meeting.
So we still want to adjourn. We already tabled it. I mean,
Did we table it?
well, we already made a motion to adjourn, so
Yeah.
we're off of discussion about the new appointment anyway.
Yeah. There was no second, so
Yep,
it's done.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got a motion to adjourn. Is there a second to adjourn?
Jason? Kip?
Yes.
Jason? Sue? Mike? They all
Last year, you have to go to the trustee. And actually, on June.